Have you ever looked at two people and thought, if this isn't love, then what is? Today, we're talking about Zhao Lusi and Wu Lei, and a family day out that fans are calling the most natural, genuine moment they've seen from the two stars so far. From quiet walks by the lake, to helping each other with the children in the family, and even a secret little cooking moment that surprised everyone. This is not just a normal day off. Is this still just friendship? Or are we watching a relationship quietly becoming something much deeper? Stay with me, because some of the details from this day are truly unforgettable. Funkelndes Herz. Welcome back to our channel. If you love Chinese dramas, celebrity stories and gentle, heartwarming updates about your favorite stars, you're in exactly the right place.
Today, S-Story. Nach rechts zeigender Finger, Zhao Lusi und Wu Lei Sweet Family Day Out, a perfect day together.
And this time, it's not about red carpets or awards. It's about family warmth, and a kind of connection that feels incredibly real. What made this family day so captivating was not any dramatic declaration or public gesture, but the accumulation of small, tender details. Moments that were easy to miss if you were not paying attention, yet impossible to forget once seen. These fragments of interaction painted a picture far more intimate than words ever could. At the park, Zhao Lusi and Wu Lei were observed engaging in simple outdoor games with the children in the family. Nothing about it was staged or exaggerated. Instead, there was a natural ease in the way they moved around each other. Wu Lei guided a young boy's hands as they tried to lift a kite into the wind, and Zhao Lusi stood nearby, cheering softly whenever the kite managed a brief, triumphant climb. The three of them shared a laughter that felt unforced, almost domestic in its warmth. Later, during a short break, a moment occurred that drew particular attention. An ice cream had been purchased. 1 single cup, 2 spoons. They passed it between them without a hint of hesitation, the way people do when they have known each other long enough to share comfort without asking. It was not a gesture of romance in the traditional sense, yet it carried a familiarity that resonated deeply with viewers. But perhaps the most striking detail was a brief exchange caught in a candid photograph. While Zhao Lusi chatted with an older family member, Wu Lei looked at her with an expression so soft, so quietly attentive, that it changed the entire tone of the photo. It was not dramatic, not theatrical, just a gentle, unguarded moment that felt impossibly genuine. These small truths, stitched together, left audiences with the sense that something meaningful existed beneath the surface. The heart of the day unfolded quietly beneath the soft shade of a line of trees, where the families settled onto a large picnic blanket. This setting, humble, unpolished, free from the world of cameras and curated performances, offered a rare glimpse into a space where public personas faded and real connections emerged. What happened next deepened the sense that this outing held a significance beyond a casual gathering. The picnic itself was unremarkable at first glance: homemade food laid out in simple containers, fruits arranged in small bowls, and thermos flasks passed around between relatives. Yet the way Zhao Lusi and Wu Lei moved within this space spoke volumes. She poured tea for the older members of the group with thoughtful precision, while he unpacked food and ensured the younger children had everything they needed. Their actions were not coordinated as a couple might plan for the cameras, but rather flowed in a rhythm that suggested mutual understanding. The atmosphere shifted when someone in the family brought out a tripod, adjusting it carefully before gathering everyone for a group photograph. Family photos are rarely neutral. They capture not only who is present, but who belongs. When the picture was finally taken, Zhao Lusi and Wu Lei stood close, not by force or even by intention, but because the natural curve of the group seemed to draw them together. A small child tugged lightly at their sleeves, insisting that they stand closer so that the frame felt complete. In the resulting image, their expressions mirrored each other in a quiet, almost synchronized way, as if the warmth of the moment had softened them both. It was merely a single photograph, yet it carried the unmistakable feeling of a family portrait, gentle, unguarded, and deeply intimate. For many viewers, this was the moment when speculation transformed into something more tangible, the sense that the boundary between rumored affection and genuine connection had blurred. As the day drew to a close, the outing appeared to end as peacefully as it had begun, with the families gradually packing away picnic items and saying their goodbyes. Yet what followed later that evening became one of the most intriguing additions to the entire narrative. A short, unverified clip began circulating online, brief, grainy, and anonymous, yet striking in its simplicity. It showed a kitchen, warm light spilling across the countertops, with the distant sound of quiet voices blending into the background. In the clip, a woman's voice, gentle, amused, slightly exasperated, remarked that the vegetables had been cut too large for the children to enjoy. A man responded with a light-hearted challenge, insisting that she should take over if she believed she could do better. It was an exchange so ordinary, so beautifully mundane, that it immediately caught the imagination of viewers. If the voices truly belonged to Zhao Lusi and Wu Lei, then this was no longer merely a family day out. It was a moment of shared domesticity, of two people finding comfort in the small acts of preparing a meal together. The charm of this rumored cooking moment lay not in bold declarations, but in the subtle implications. Cooking side by side is not something people do casually. It requires trust, familiarity, and the willingness to let someone into the quieter corners of your life. The possibility that they had continued the day by spending time together in a family kitchen created a gentle yet powerful undercurrent of intimacy. What resonated most with audiences was how believable it felt. Not dramatic, not stylized, just a snapshot of two people participating in the same space, speaking with the ease of those who have developed an unspoken rhythm. Whether or not the clip was authentic, it added depth to the narrative, suggesting that their connection may extend beyond the public eye into the softer, private routines of everyday life. There are celebrity sightings that entertain, and then there are moments that linger. Moments that feel as though they touch something quieter and more human beneath the surface. This family day out between Zhao Lusi and Wu Lei belongs firmly to the latter category. It resonated not because of glamour or spectacle, but because it felt deeply authentic, as if viewers were witnessing a rare and unfiltered glimpse of two young people moving through life with sincerity. In an industry often dominated by noise, criticism, and relentless scrutiny, the simplicity of their interactions came as a breath of fresh air. The way they laughed with the children, the gentle way they supported the older relatives, and the understated comfort between them created an emotional contrast to the polished perfection audiences usually see. These were not characters performing for a camera, these were individuals sharing ordinary moments that quietly revealed their values: kindness, attentiveness, and warmth. For many, this sighting evoked a sense of healing. It suggested that beneath the pressures of fame, there existed space for genuine connection. It reminded viewers of the beauty in everyday interactions, helping someone with their coat, sharing food, exchanging soft looks that speak more loudly than rehearsed lines. Such gestures anchored the stars in a relatable reality, making their world feel less distant from our own. There was also an undercurrent of hope. Viewers who have followed their journey since their drama days felt a sense of continuity, as if the affection once scripted had found a path into real life. Whether accurate or imagined, the belief in a possible love story provided comfort, a reminder that tenderness can still flourish quietly, even under the spotlight. This emotional depth is what makes the day feel different. It was not about confirming rumors or fueling speculation. It was about witnessing a moment of humanity that touched the heart.